Oh
So
God.
so we were just talking about pre-picking a palette is a really good idea. So even just going through your paints before you even start and making getting a white piece of paper, making a swatch set, you know,
Hmm.
you can even make individual swatch sets and then bring the swatches together and move them around like,
Hmm. Hmm.
dominoes or something until you like the way they look together.
I think that's something else I learned from the ghost picture was, I was just going nuts with color. There was no palette, and then I looked back on it and said, what was I doing?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Well,
right. And but it's very, like there's a part of your intuitive, you're like working on something and you're like, oh, I'm gonna grab,
mm,
I'm just gonna grab, and then you're like, wait, was that a good decision? Like, does that work? Like, so it's kind of, it might feel constraining, but I think it's really helpful to minimize.
no,
So
I was
I,
going to
for you
ask you.
with this, I would pick like a blue, a brown, I think blue and brown, and then you can either pick yellow and you can make your own green, or you can pick a green.
Okay.
Um,
I'm making a sketch of the way you did the Photoshop
but
tree.
I
So
highly recommend too just printing out a couple Xerox copies of this picture and coloring it with coloring pencils.
once I get to okay.
Just as a hobby. It has nothing to do with this piece of, I mean, it has everything to do with this piece of artwork, but just as like a sidebar. Because
Yeah.
honestly, I'm a really big believer, like lately too, of like muscle memory
Hmm.
and using your eye,
Hmm.
like just following your line, and your body will follow, right? So the more familiar your mind, the more relaxed you are in it, like the everything, the easier it'll be.
Hmm.
Which sounds
Okay.
weird because I think when people,
I'm gonna recompose this, Xerox it, and
right,
then
make the tree taller, like I showed you in that, right, extend the tree so she's under the tree. It's just going to make so much more like visual sense.
yeah,
I mean, it doesn't have to be realistic, but it can make more visual sense and the scale of it.
yeah, and I'm making the triangle, the rule of thirds triangle. Okay. All right, I'm getting back to it. All right, thanks.
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, that'll keep me busy.
Right. And we talked about this one. We just talked about getting rid of these flowers below the
Yeah,
music line.
I pulled those out already. All right.
Right. I think you'll be much happier with that. And then you can do your base coat, wax layers. You can add your lacy stencil pattern if you want. I mean, maybe try not, maybe don't even add the pattern. Maybe it's a too much, maybe it's enough already.
Oh no, I want that pattern.
I know I love that thing. It's
I know.
crazy that
I'll bring some of that lace, that that I got at, where was it, Joanne Fabrics. I'll bring.
Mhm.
Let's use it.
I know, I love it too. I know.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so this
I
one
think
looks,
yeah, not as good. Okay.
uh, um,
No, I'm leaning towards the one with the
I feel
tree.
like there's so much more of a narrative here. I feel like this is like very symbolic and it's strong, but I feel like they're competing and they're not lined up. I mean, and I don't know,
Mm.
just
No,
I
I agree. I think I like
more,
that one.
yeah, this is more,
Once I fix it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah. And
Great.
actually, when you make if you work on a larger panel, this could become, see how it's at the halfway line right now?
Mhm.
If you work on a larger panel, maybe this will go down to the 1/3.
Okay,
This
the
will be a
underground was
third, and then the tree will be a third. Do you know what I'm saying? So the tree will
yeah,
be the
I
top
do.
third,
Mhm.
and then that could even represent, you could even have some sky up there, or or more. I don't know. It just depends how wide the perspective you want for the
Yeah,
view, right? And then you have her, and then you have the grass.
yeah. Okay, so this
Or
would
the
be
ground, on the underground, right? So you could have the sky, the ground, and the underground is what I'm saying.
yeah, I think I'll keep it in the rainforest.
Okay, so just
I would
ground. So
still
right, so
do.
treetops and her. So two,
Mhm.
so half. Okay. but it could
Yeah.
still be 2/3, 1/3 more above the ground,
Yeah.
under the trees. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm liking it a lot better. Thank you. I knew
Okay.
it wasn't right yet.
And don't forget, you can distress those surfaces too. After you glue them down, you can hit them with the sandpaper too, but if you want.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna look at these.
Yeah, these are just, I just wanted to show you. Oh, you hadn't seen
Oh
that
yeah,
one.
I love, no, I've seen this one. I love that one.
Yeah, and I toned it down. And this one you hadn't seen, but I like
I love
this.
it.
It's the same
Yeah,
idea.
beautiful. It's
I found
beautiful.
it
Do
was
you know
mixed with-
Sarah? Do you know Sarah Moon's work?
No,
Oh
no.
my God. Wait, hang on one second. I just happen to know where I think I know where my books are. Wait, I just saw them the other day. Oh my God, this is so, yeah, you have to look at her work.
Okay.
Sarah Moon. Oh my God, this is like a direct hit.
I can't see it.
You
Ooh.
can't see it.
I'll look her up.
Wait, let me see if I can, I'll send you a picture.
Okay. Well, I'll look up her website.
I don't even know if she has it. I mean, I'm sure, I mean, no, she's definitely on the internet, but I don't know if
I'll Google her.
she's like one of my favorites.
Wow.
Yeah, I just sent you one.
With these, I just wanted to use a black and white photo as an underpainting and just work with pigments and not work with colored encaustics. Just learn more about pigments, maybe. Let's see. Okay. I think you just sent it to me. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Right? I just think to,
Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love this.
I know.
Wow.
Aren't they amazing?
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. Another artist I need to learn about.
Yes. Oh my God, she's the best. So good.
Yeah, beautiful.
Mhm.
And what is she working? What's her media?
I'm gonna say these are hand colored black and whites, but I don't know.
Huh.
They could be color Polaroids.
Oh, wow. Hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, they don't really say in the, it's funny, they don't really say in the book.
Hmm. I'll Google her and see if I can find it.
Hmm. Yeah, none of them even say like, they don't really say. It's funny when people just talk about the aesthetics, they talk about like the mood or like the meaning. They don't talk about the material.
Mm.
Oh,
Like,
the Polaroid. The traces that are often on the
oh,
Polaroid are marks. Yeah, it's probably just in your black
oh,
light photos, the scratches and marks on the emulsion make the photograph more volume. Over here, stretching and saturation of tones. Colors vibrate. This makes black and white Polaroid made me understand the grayscale. Color. And then I think she used the Polaroids.
wow.
Polaroids are amazing. Yeah, color Polaroids. That's why I
No.
think she keeps the frame on them. You know what I mean? That's why it's like
Oh, yeah. That shows that
the
it's
frame is the Polaroid frame. Yeah, because when I show the Type 55s, I always leave the frame on them because I want people to know that they were Polaroid. It's beautiful. These two are gorgeous. I mean, they're so gorgeous. They're really beautiful.
now these are practice pieces. I mean, they are.
I love them. I really love them. And that's such a good color. So that's a great color palette, you
Yeah,
know? It's a
yeah.
really nice color
Yeah.
palette.
And
It's
that's the
so
way.
simple.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, there's the nanny. Okay. All right.
yeah, but you're gonna make her again, right?
Yep. Yep. You don't have to. I just wanted to show you, oh, here's a question. You had said put one part graphite gray wax and caustic and 9 parts in caustic. Is there a way to measure it? I was just guessing, you know, and I do a little color test and see if it was too dark or not.
Wait, 9 to 1 for what? For encaustic paint or pigment stick? What are you talking about?
No, I covered the flowers on that with gray and caustic.
Okay.
And you had said just put a little graphite gray with
Encaustic. Yeah.
yeah. So is there a way to measure it, or do you just kind of eyeball it?
No, I mean,
Just
not really.
Okay, so
I mean, you
was on,
could probably do it by, perhaps there's a way to measure by weight. I'm not sure.
yeah, I mean, I'm not a big, you know, like that kind of thing, but I just didn't know if there was some trick I didn't know about. Yeah, so I just have
No.
on the
You
hot
can
plate.
measure it by how many seconds you hold it down on the palette. You know what I
Oh,
mean? And how many, I mean, I mean, you know, I guess because I work in the same size space all the time,
you always
the
know, yeah.
same palette size, I just kind of like, I think I just have it sort of accountable, if
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I just did on the hot plate. I put in a little bit graphite gray and then dump in the encaustic on top of it. And okay. All right. Good.
Yeah. I would just eyeball it, I guess.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
good. And then
Yeah. And you'll know, but you know what you could do, and this is something that if you follow Encausticos and Arna, you can do swatches, which I highly recommend. So if you want to remember a color, take white pieces of paper, scraps of white piece of paper, preferably like the paper that you're painting on, like the Hahnemuhle or something. Make a color diluted, like 1 part graphite gray with 9 parts encaustic wax medium.
Oh, to
And
show how I got, okay.
yeah, make a swatch.
Yeah, I've been doing swatches like with these are all the transparent colors.
Yeah, nice.
And I
Exactly.
wrote on the back all that,
Yes.
and that's how I got the browns that were in the dancer pictures you like. Is oh, that's the raw sienna. No, that's something something.
Yeah, I love that.
That helps a lot.
Yeah, the swatches help a lot. And then you can go, this is my favorite, like cloudy graphite gray or whatever, you know.
But I could do that. Actually, that's how I was thinking about doing the purples in the ghost picture, you know, because I want to add gray. So yeah, just start coming up with my own palette.
Exactly. That's
Okay.
that's the best way to do it. I mean, I don't really think you can measure. It's a nice idea, but no.
All right, that makes sense. So it's going back to working more with palettes, making swatches, so I have more control over the colors I'm using.
And more space in the collages. Just let yourself have more empty space, because think of the wax as adding a lot. So it's kind of like having, you know, the bones of an essay, right? Like you have the key points, but then you're going to put in all the adjectives and all the, you know, poetry and all that stuff with the wax, right?
All right.
So your collage just really wants to be bare bones.
So that last piece that I sent you, I just, you know, you'd made some suggestions on editing that. It's the one with the woman with the gold disc.
Yeah.
The
Oh
last one.
yeah, do you want me to look at that one? Yeah, she's right here.
Just
Oh yeah,
that I tried to keep really simple after the ghost one. I had so much trouble with the ghost one. So it's one I sent
it's right here.
earlier today.
It's right here.
There it is. It's up there. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, this one looks great. Did you
Okay,
choose
because
Yeah.
I toned down the yellow flowers on the upper left, and then
Yeah.
I had to scrape back. That was really hard to scrape. So I actually went down to the white below it, but I
Uh-oh.
think it worked. So I just
No,
left
I
it.
love it. I love that black outline. I love it. The purple flowers are beautiful. It's great. And you know what? I mean, definitely you can tell, you know, her face is brighter than anything else, right? So it's like you can really just like go there.
Well, and that's what you were saying about the nanny ghost one. You had me darken the lines, you know, just to emphasize her face and her
Right. This is
Yeah, and I
perfect.
get that. Yeah, it makes a
Perfect.
lot of sense. Good.
Yeah,
Okay,
beautiful. It's
good. Well, that's the biggest one I have. It's like an 18 by 20 or something. I thought,
oh
wow,
nice.
but that
Nice.
has a lot of space to it. So
Yeah, I love all the empty space and I think it makes it really powerful.
I do like empty space. So okay, I'll keep
So
that in mind.
simplistic. It's just
Creating
clean.
complicated.
Yeah, and it still has all the beauty and the whimsy and the fantasy. It's just not as busy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's easier to handle. So
Yeah. Yeah,
I
right.
think
There's like,
we got through everything, and I have notes, so now I want to go and recollage while it's still in my head.
all right, well, you go recollage and I will send you your video. When are you guys leaving tomorrow? When are you leaving?
Um, I th- I think we're leaving next Thursday,
Oh,
but
okay.
I have a really busy week this week, and then getting ready
Okay.
for yeah, and yeah, thank you so much.
You're
I do
so
want to
welcome. And then yeah, let me know when you want to get together in March. I'm gonna be,
when I get back. Okay.
yeah, I should have time. I'm not gonna go away at the very end of March, but I'll be around the rest of the time.
Okay, I didn't, I was saying let's do it at the end of March, but I didn't want to ask to presume I could slip something in, but this was perfect.
Yeah, no, I always have time for you. I mean, what? It's no, it's not that big of a deal. Anytime when you get back after the 15th is great.
Okay, great.
Okay, awesome. All right, have a safe trip. Good luck with your week. I'll send you the video. Okay.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Lee.